That's okay.
Yep.
Welcome to the MMCRU Winter Sports Meet the Team. I'm Tim Holmes, and we're going to start with the Royals boys basketball team here first. We'll have the bowling team and the wrestling squad coming up here a little bit later on. And joining me first here is MMCRU Royals boys basketball coach Cam Kuchel. And Coach, just go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your family and what you do.
Sure. My name's Cam Kuchel. I'm a middle school special ed teacher here, actually in Remsen. I'm my wife Kimberly, and we have 3 children, Easton, Joanna, and Natalie. We live in Remsen.
Coach, how many years have you been coaching the squad?
This is my 6th.
6th year with 3 young kids.
3 youngins, yep.
It's a handful, but doing a great job this year. The Royals are 12-8, earned the 2 seed in one of the sub-state regionals. They'll be playing here on Monday night, hosting West Harrison to start things off. Just give us a little overview of the regular season and the mindset and the team's preparation for heading into postseason play.
Sure, yeah. 12 wins gives us double what we had last year, and we got room to improve on that right now. So a big year of growth for us. This group of young boys has been put through a lot this year mentally and physically. We had a tragedy early in the year, and then we turn around and we have a massive snowstorm that pushes all of our games together, and we just finally got out of that grind and get a nice few days of practice here heading into the postseason tournament.
And Coach, as we meet all the players coming up, talk a little bit about your seniors and the leadership they've meant to the program.
This senior group has set the tone for the rest of the group all year long. The changes because of them started in baseball last year all the way into football this year, having a historic season, and we're finishing on our historic season here, and it's because of those guys.
And last question for you. You have a favorite moment from this past season?
It's hard to pick. We had so many firsts. I'd just say just the camaraderie of these guys. After big wins, South O'Brien the first time, we got Galen for the first time, got West Sioux for the first time. We battled with St. Mary's better than we have before. I mean, there's so many to choose from. I don't know if I can pick one. It's been a memorable year altogether.
Well, thanks for your time. Congratulations on a successful regular season, and good luck as postseason approaches.
Yep, thanks, Tim and Adam, for all you guys do for us.
You bet. Thanks, Coach. That was Royals boys basketball coach Cam Kuchel, and we're going to start with some of the seniors coming up. Whoever wants to go first. I'd say senior post player Mitchell Schnepp's going to be the first. And Mitchell, tell us a little bit first about yourself and your family.
Well, my name is Mitchell Schnepp. I'm a senior at MMCRU, and my parents' names are Matt and Angie Schnepp. And I have 2 brothers. One's a sophomore, one's an 8th grader.
And Mitchell, you've had an exciting day already. Tell us what was going on this morning.
Today I signed to go play football at Dort.
Congratulations. You guys had a great football season this year, and obviously a successful basketball season as well. Go ahead and give us one of your favorite memories on the season so far, Mitch.
One of my favorite memories is probably beating Galen right away. They had 3 games on us already, and it was our first one. We played great team basketball and beat them for the first time ever.
And being a senior in this squad and leading the team to a winning record, what's that mean to you, Mitch?
It means a lot to me, being a senior and coming from 4-17 team to 12-8 team now. I feel it's just our leadership helped grow into the other guys and show them that we can do it.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for your time, and I'm going to let you get back to practice, and we'll move on to one of your senior classmates here.
Thank you.
You've got another senior joining us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, position, and obviously you're a senior.
All right, I'm Kyler Bork. I'm a senior. I'm a point guard and a shooting guard for our team this year. So
Kyler also had a busy morning. Go ahead and tell us about that.
Yeah, so me and Mitchell both signed to Dort this morning. Very exciting day, and definitely feel honored to be on their football team.
You bet, and we're excited for you. It's been fun following you the last 4 years, Kyler. One of the leading scorers in last year's squad, and one of the leading scorers this year as a starting guard. Go ahead and give us, first of all, introduce us to your family and your personal life.
So I actually have 3 siblings. I'm the 4th. Jalen, she played college volleyball for a year. Now she goes to USD. My brother, he's a sophomore on our team. He's on the varsity basketball team, but he plays mainly JV. He's also a quarterback for our football team. And Lakin, she's a 7th grader. She's on basketball and volleyball and all that stuff. And my dad is a coach for our basketball team. And, my mom, she's a banker. So.
And you can't forget about Grandpa Rocky.
Oh, yeah, Grandpa Rocky. He's also an assistant coach. He's down in the warm weather right now. So.
Yeah, I can't blame him for that.
Nope.
Well, congratulations on a great senior season. Do you have a favorite memory from it?
I'd say so far I love going out to team meals, hanging out with the guys. My favorite memories are the summers, I'd say, though. Going down to tournaments, playing a couple games with the guys, going out to eat after, and just hanging out all day, playing some basketball. So.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations, Kyler, and we'll let you get back to practice as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, my name is Owen Schrader. My parents are Rick and Stacy Schrader. I have one sister. She plays freshman basketball. Her name is Gracie Schrader.
Owen, also a member of the football team as well.
Yep.
Go ahead and just give us a little bit of an overview of your 4 years here at MMCRU and specifically the basketball program.
My last 4 years have been great. Freshman year, sophomore year, I played quite a bit of basketball, but now my role has changed. I accepted it. It's been a great time. Been enjoying cheering on the Royals on the bench, coming in when I need to. It's fun.
And being a senior leader in the squad as well as on the football gridiron as well.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite memory at all?
Yeah, my favorite memory from this year is probably beating South O'Brien for the first time in school history. It was a great time, great energy, through the bench, in the crowd. It was a great time.
Yeah, the Wolverines were ranked 5th that night coming in here, and most people look at it as an upset, but I think the team expected to win that one.
Yes, sir.
Well, here's a personal question. What's your favorite food?
It's probably got to be a good steak.
Good steak. Can't blame you on that one.
Nope.
All right, thanks for your time, Owen.
Thank you.
We got another senior guard joining us. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Noah Gallus. I'm a senior, and my parents are Nick and Jill Gallus.
Noah, go ahead and tell us a little bit about your basketball career here at MMCRU.
I've played all 4 years. It's been fun. Haven't got a lot of playing time, but I've accepted that, and I'm just happy to be here on the bench.
Get a few years of JV as well, Noah.
Yeah, decent time, I guess.
You bet. You bet. Well, and I know you are a very valuable member and showing a leadership role. All of you guys have as a senior class. Talk a little bit about one of your favorite memories from this season so far.
One of my favorite memories is beating Galen for the first time in basketball. Such a great memory, especially when it was a close game.
You bet. Well, how about a personal question for you? What's your favorite food?
I'd have to go with a basic hamburger.
Basic. Well, just a little more basic than Owen, right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your contributions and being accessible to us the last 4 years. It's been great. Noah, watching you on the hardwood and on the football gridiron playing quarterback on defense.
All right, thank you.
You bet. You bet. Another senior coming in, senior post player, Jonah Peterson. Jonah also the quarterback of the football team. Jonah, how are we doing today?
Pretty good. It's fun watching Kyler and Mitchell sign today, and they're at practice now, so it's been a good day.
You bet, and you've decided you're going to head to Morningside, correct?
Yep. Yeah, so that's been good. I originally was committed to Iowa Western, and then a couple things happened, and Coach Ryan stopped by and talked to me, and decided I was going to flip over to Morningside for the next couple of years.
Well, 3 senior Royals heading to the NAI GPAC conference to play football. Congratulations on your successful career as well.
Appreciate it.
I know you were out with the first half of the season with an injury. Tell us a little bit about that and how you've been able to bounce back and come up with some playing time here as of late and having some contributions even in last night's game.
Yeah, I broke my finger and part of my hand the last game of the football season, right around halftime, and then got surgery and was casted up for 2.5 months and just got back full a couple weeks ago. So it's been good. It's been good to get back. It gets kind of boring sitting on the bench and that, but it's fun cheering on the teammates, but it's better to be on the court playing with them. So. Well,
before I forget, can you introduce us to your family as well?
Yeah, my mom and dad, Tim and Greta, and then I have three older brothers, Jordan, Isaiah, and Micah. I all grew up with them, and they're probably the ones that got me into sports and made me the player I am today. So.
You bet. And I had the opportunity to play with Jordan in high school, being a couple of years below me. And you guys contributed as an underclassman, so you can certainly see where the athleticism comes from.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite memory from the regular season here so far?
I would just say personally, my favorite memory is just coming back, being back on the team, and like you said, being able to contribute and be out there and give the team the best chance to win after the injury.
Well, best of luck going forward to you, Jonah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That Royals senior post player, Jonah Peterson. Now we're going to dip into the junior class, it looks like. Joining us first, I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, my name is Jace Culling. I'm a junior. And, I'm a forward.
Jace, tell us a little bit about your family.
My mom's name is Crystal Culling, and my dad's name is Dustin Culling. I have a younger brother, Boston Culling, and a older sister, Kaylee Culling.
And Jace, this year in the regular season, you guys taking a step forward, winning twice as many games as you did last year, as Coach Kuchel talked about, and you yourself personally, you can just see the confidence beaming with you. What's some of the things that's really turned on for you personally this year for the basketball team?
I feel like the teamwork with the teammates have been dramatically improved, and it really helped me boost my confidence as well. And, it just helps the team be more successful.
Absolutely. Got a favorite memory from the regular season so far?
I wouldn't say I have a favorite memory. It's kind of broad, but after a game in the locker room after a win is just my favorite because we're all pumped up, and it's a special moment.
You bet. Players and coaches, I suppose, everybody.
Yeah.
And there's been a few big wins this year that I'm sure that's come out a few
Yep.
times. So, personally, what's one of your least favorite drills to do on the basketball court?
Least favorite has to be the zigzag drill for sure. It tires the legs.
Well, thanks for your time, Jace, and best of luck in the postseason.
Thank you.
That was junior forward Jace Cowling. Another junior. We'll let him introduce himself.
Hey, I'm Clint Staub, a junior guard for the Royals basketball team.
Clint, tell us a little bit about your family.
My parents, Mike and Laura Staub. I have a older brother, Brett Staub, and two younger siblings, Haley and Luke Staub.
And Clint, tell us a little bit about your role on the basketball team.
At the start of the year, I was starting as a guard, handle the ball, make the assists, my game, passing, not turn the ball over, run the offense. Just got moved to the bench, which is all good. Seemed to give me some more confidence, I felt, on the bench.
You bet. And I thought even last Thursday night was against GTRA on Monday, they had such a complete game from the assists, from passing to rebounding to scoring. You're kind of doing it all. You had a great game that night. But, you are the definition of a true point guard as far as this basketball team goes, and I'm guessing that's what Coach Kuchel wanted that role for you coming in.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
What's one of your favorite memories from the regular season?
Probably as a team, we went out to Pease to eat, just the players. It was good bonding.
How would you say
Fun
the
time.
chemistry is on the team?
Oh, it's good. We all get along. There's not anyone who doesn't get along with anyone on the team.
You bet, and I've heard that answer from several of the guys, and really that's, I think, showing how you guys have become so successful, not only in basketball, but in football as well. Personal favorite, what's your favorite food?
I'd probably have to go with steak and potatoes.
There you go. Well, keep eating it.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for your time, Clint.
Thank you.
Next we have junior forward. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Lucas Brown, forward for MMCRU Royals basketball.
Lucas, tell us a little bit about your family.
Dad is Paul Brown, and mom is Amy Brown. And I got two brothers, Jeff and Nick Brown. So.
And Nick older, Jeff younger, correct?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Nick is older.
So Jeff will be coming up, and is he a basketball player too?
Yep, yeah. He had a fairly successful season for his 8th grade year.
8th grade,
Yep.
okay. Lucas, great year for you this year. The team 12-8, earning the 2 seed going into the postseason. Tell us a little bit about your role on the team, and then we'll go with a favorite memory.
I would say that everyone pretty much sees me as like a slashing guard forward that can really get to the rim and finish in ways that most people really can't. And if the team needs a 3, then I'll shoot it, hope it goes in.
Well, you've been shooting rock lights out here from beyond the arc lately. See if you can keep that rolling going forward. What is your favorite food?
I would probably say strawberries. I like strawberries.
Fruit man.
Yeah.
Well, sounds good. Congrats on a good, successful regular season, Lucas, and best of luck in the postseason.
Thank you.
That junior forward, Lucas Brown. Got another junior. We can call him a guard or a forward. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Xander Tenniger, a guard for MMCRU.
Xander, tell us a little bit about your family.
I have a mom and a dad. My mom is Lori Tenniger, and my dad is Justin Tenniger. And I have a younger brother named Jet and an older sister named Kennedy.
Kennedy, a senior starter on the girls' basketball squad, right?
Yep.
Xander, tell us a little bit about your role, both on the varsity side and getting some JV time as well this year, I believe. Just tell us a little bit about that, and then one of your favorite memories from the regular season.
Yeah, for JV, I mainly distribute and score a little bit. And then for varsity, I just do whatever they need me to. And my favorite memory is beating South O'Brien.
You bet. And you've had some, I'd say your contributions on the basketball floor have been multiple years for your first 3 years here. But any experiences over the first 3 years that really stick out on the basketball floor?
Mainly for defense.
Defense?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
That was Xander Tenniger, a junior forward. Now we're going to head into the sophomore class. Looks like we got a decent audience over here for you. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm John Schmellen.
John, tell us a little bit about your family.
My mom's Tanya Schmellen and dad Matt Schmellen. I got 3 brothers, Michael Schmellen, Cody Schmellen, and Jacob Schmellen.
All right, so what everybody's dying to know, when you and Michael play one-on-one, who wins?
Usually him.
Well, talk a little bit about your role on this year's team. John, you've been getting a little more varsity minutes as of late, it seems like.
On varsity, I'm a defensive player mostly, face guarding their best players or just going in for a few minutes to help someone else get a break.
And talk a little bit about the JV season as well.
I'd say I'm a good shooter on the JV. I don't play as much, I guess, there more.
You haven't been, okay.
Yeah, saving me for varsity.
You bet. Well, and it's been a good thing because the Royals have been winning as of late, so that helps.
Yeah.
So, any specific favorite memory from the season so far?
Beating South O'Brien. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Heard that a few times.
Yeah.
Well, congrats so far, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Next up, we have sophomore forward
Grayson Mulder.
Grayson. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My dad is Jeremy Mulder. My mom is Susan Mulder, and I'm the youngest of 2 sisters.
And Grayson really stepped up the leading scorer on this year's squad. Talk a little bit about you personally, your jump from being a freshman to a sophomore.
I know, like, my freshman year, there was a lot of upperclassmen, and my sophomore year, I came into the year knowing I was going to be one of the top players, so I've just tried my best to be the best I can.
You bet. And talk a little bit about the team as a whole. You guys, a 12-8 record on the season, had some big wins. Talk a little bit about the chemistry between all of you, and then maybe give me a favorite memory as well.
From last year to this year, I think our chemistry has definitely gotten a lot better. More of us guys have played together growing up. Kind of helps a lot on the basketball court. And my favorite memory is probably beating ranked South O'Brien. That was a good win. And
really, I know you had the win over Galen earlier in the year, but the South O'Brien game was kind of a coming-out party of sorts and showing that the Royals were for real this year. Best of luck the rest of the way. One other question. What's your favorite food?
Probably steak and mashed potatoes.
All right. Well, we've heard that answer from a few.
Yep.
So, well, best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
That was Royals sophomore, Grayson Mulder. Now we have a sophomore guard wearing the best pair of shorts on the team.
You betcha. Wyatt Olish.
Wyatt, tell us a little bit about your family.
Parents are Jerry and Lisa Olish, and I got a brother.
You going to say his name?
Owen.
Wyatt, you've really stepped up your game as of late, getting a few more varsity minutes. Talk a little bit about what's going through your mind as you start to prepare more and getting varsity minutes going forward.
Well, I just want to do better as a team and, the best I can do for us. And if it's starting or not starting and just helping us out, get points.
You bet. And would you say more primary defensive or offensive or both?
Well, offense is not really there yet, but my defense is, so.
Well, speak for yourself. The other night you had 14 points, and it might have been the quietest 14 points I've ever remembered. So what's one of your favorite memories for the season so far?
Beating South O'Brien, that was pretty cool.
You bet. Personal favorite, what's one of your favorite foods?
Probably steak.
Steak?
Yep.
All right, well, keep packing on the pounds, and I'm guessing you're going to have a successful career the next couple of years.
Yep, I sure hope so.
All right, thanks, Wyatt. We're going to jump back to the senior class here. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Dawson Pick.
Dawson, tell us a little bit about your family.
My dad's Justin Pick, and my mom's Stacy Pick, and I got a sister. Her name's Piper Pick.
And Dawson, I said you're a senior. What position do you normally play?
Forward.
Forward. Tell us a little bit about your role on the team.
I really don't play that much. I'm more of a just be there, help out the team, keep them up when they're down, and.
Well, and I'll tell you what, your guys' senior class between you and Noah, just having that enthusiasm on the bench, everybody being involved and bringing that positive attitude every day, you can certainly tell that with the team chemistry. What's one of your favorite memories for this season?
Probably beating South O'Brien and just having team bonding.
You bet. As you mentioned, the chemistry certainly there. Dawson, great football player as well, played linebacker and running back. What's your future plans?
I'm going to go to Hawkeye Community College in Waterloo, and I'm going to go for welding and fabrication.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on a successful athletic career at MMCRU and a great senior basketball season. And best of luck to you the rest of the way.
Yep. Thank you.
That's senior Dawson Pick. We'll jump back to the sophomore class here. And we have sophomore point guard
Michael Schmellen.
Michael, thanks for joining us. So, can you beat your brother one-on-one?
Yeah.
At least he admitted it, right?
Yep.
Well, tell us a little bit about your role on the team this year, both on the JV side and the varsity side.
Yeah, I play point guard and mostly offense and defense, I guess. And not much on the varsity side, but that's all right.
You bet. And that development is coming. But what do you think on the JV side? You guys have had an undefeated season.
Yeah.
I know you've had a big part in that.
It's been fun. We haven't had an undefeated season in JV yet, so it was really fun.
Well, and you're doing that with some of your classmates playing at the varsity level as well. And I know we just talked about how Wyatt talked about how playing together, and you can tell just the chemistry's coming together a little bit more of that. Would you say you see the same thing there?
Yeah, yes I do.
What's one of your favorite memories from the basketball season thus far?
Probably team meal. Team meal is fun. We have team meals all the time, but
chalk that one up under the chemistry subject, right?
Yeah, yep.
And one more question for you, Michael. Just what have you seen transition-wise between your freshman year of high school basketball and your sophomore year?
My shooting has not been the best freshman year, and it's been gotten better, I guess, and just getting faster and jumping higher and stuff.
Is that shooting one thing you kind of put an emphasis
Yep.
on?
Yeah.
Good for you. Well, best of luck the rest of the way. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
We got a couple more sophomores yet. Here is sophomore. We'll call you a point forward. That's what we were playing the other night.
Yeah, Camden Bork.
Camden. Tell us a little bit about your family. I know we talked to Kyler earlier.
Yeah, so my older brother, he's a varsity player. He's a senior. And I have two sisters. One's in college and one's in middle school. And then two lovely and kind parents, Shane and Taylor.
And Cam playing JV mostly this year? Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And Dad's coaching, so you got that familiarity. But tell us a little bit about your role in the JV squad. And I know you've been on the bench for varsity, but just what you know that you need to bring to the varsity team to help them out going forward, too.
Yeah, most of the time playing JV, a big role player doing my job, knock down shots when they get me the ball, but other than that, just trying to fill out defensive spots for the team and getting the ball in my friends' hands, teammates, because I know they're good with the ball and we're very trusting. We've played with each other for several years now, and so we all kind of have like a little bond together where we know what we're going to do and what our next move is. So
Makes the game easier, doesn't it?
yeah, very.
What's one of your favorite memories from the year?
This year, personal-wise, I cracked 100 points, and I'm leading our team in 3 other categories, but JV level-wise. But playing varsity, that's pretty, like, something as a sophomore you don't really see very much at other schools, and so filling a jersey spot there, even if it's just sitting on the bench, being able to cheer him on, and with my brother on the team, dad on the coach, grandpa's a coach, so 4 Bork names on that roster.
You can't forget about Grandpa Ryan.
Yeah, right.
Well, nonetheless for a 12-8 squad too. So
yeah,
getting a little bit of run lately as well. So thanks for your time, Cam. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, thank you.
That was sophomore, say guard/forward, Cam Bork. Now we have sophomore forward.
Eli Schlinger.
Eli, tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, dad, mom, 2 sisters. Not much to it. Pretty simple.
Well, your parents have names.
Yeah, Joe and Danielle are my parents, and then my sisters are Avery and Taylor.
And Avery just graduated last year. Was a good basketball player herself.
Yep.
So you had to have gotten it from somewhere.
Yeah, I know. My dad likes to say that's him, but I don't know.
Well, I will, first of all, congratulate you on a good season. I know you played some JV this year and beginning to know the varsity a little bit. I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked Cam. Tell us a little bit about your role on the JV level, and you guys have an undefeated season, and then also your mindset for the varsity side of things, where you see your position and what's going through your mind when you've been getting into some of these ball games.
Yeah, I mean, JV was a lot of fun this year, winning every game, and a lot by we beat teams by a good amount, so it was just fun playing with the guys. And then varsity, I'm starting to play a little more, so I just got to find my role in that and do as best I can in that.
Do you have a favorite memory from this year?
Beating South O'Brien here at Marcus. It was pretty fun to do.
Yeah, that's been a popular answer.
Yep.
What's one of your least favorite basketball drills?
I'm going to do conditioning at the end, the figure 8 drill. I mean, that's just... Your legs always get burning, and it's super tiring. But, yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, conditioning's not fun, but
no.
Necessary, right?
Yep,
all
absolutely.
Right. Well, thanks, Eli.
Yep, thank you.
And sophomore post player.
Benjamin Tenniger.
Benjamin Tenniger. Ben, tell us a little bit about your family.
It's me and my parents. I have 3 other brothers. I'm the oldest of them. My parents are Nathan and Abby Tenniger.
And Ben, talk a little bit about your JV season and your contributions there.
I think there's a lot to improve on with my game, and the team did really good. We just have great chemistry, and I think we play really well together. There's not one player that tries to put themselves above anyone. We just play great together, yeah.
Well, and talking, just as you mentioned there, Ben, knowing that you guys had a successful season, but there's still plenty of stuff to work on, I think just has the right mindset for you guys to continue to improve going forward. You haven't got in much on varsity, but you do suit up.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about a role on the varsity side of things and just trying to bring some of that positive attitude towards the varsity side.
Oh, yeah, I kind of just like being the hype guy, telling everyone good job, being the first one to clap, cheer. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
You guys can get a little rowdy on the bench sometimes.
Oh, I know we can, yeah.
It's entertaining to watch. Great. It's great that you guys are doing that and involved in the game in some capacity. Do you have a favorite memory from the regular season?
Probably beating South O'Brien when they were ranked and we weren't. It was kind of like a little upset there, and it was a great time.
You bet. And a favorite food for you?
It's a tough one. Probably
make your dad proud.
Probably steak. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ben.
All right, thank you.
You bet. We're still not done with the sophomore class. Next up is sophomore
Brandon Dreckman.
Brandon. Thanks for your time here. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My dad is Bruce Dreckman, and my mom is Danae. I got a sister and brother, Emily and Ryan.
And trying to follow in Emily's footsteps, or I guess when you play one-on-one, can you beat her?
I think so.
I'll take your word for it, man. Brendan, getting a little bit of JV time this year. Tell us a little bit about the JV season.
Well, we went undefeated, which is pretty cool. I don't think any other JV team has done it yet, but just having fun with the team is really fun.
You bet. What about for yourself personally, Brandon, the step up from freshman to the sophomore level? What are some of the things that you've improved on, and what are some things that you want to still strive to get better at?
Well, I think my defense got quite a bit better from last year. I've had a lot more steals, and my shooting offense side of the ball got better. I've had way more points than I did last year, but other than that, just overall, I think it just got a little bit bigger and quicker.
You bet. What's a favorite memory from this year?
Well, probably going undefeated. That was probably my favorite memory looking back at it, but beating South O'Brien, that varsity game, was pretty fun to cheer.
Well, and a lot of accomplishments this year on the boys basketball side. An undefeated JV season for the first time is certainly a big part, and that's a credit to that sophomore class. You guys have been fantastic. So congratulations on that, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
That was sophomore Brandon Dreckman. Now we're going to get into the freshman class. Freshman post player.
I'm Josh Peterson.
Josh Peterson. Josh, tell us a little bit about your family.
My mom's name is Connie. My dad's name is Al. I have two sisters and a brother. One Mike, and the other two is Samantha and Kara.
And Mike obviously is junior starting post player for much of the season here. So, yeah, I guess on your end, Mike, sorry, Josh, you guys get to see. I already mixed the guys up. It's hard to get brothers on the team, you know.
Yeah.
Freshmen, you guys got a few games in on the freshman side. What are some of the things that you find as some of your strengths, and what are things that you need to get better at?
I feel like one of our strengths is that we work really well together as a team. I feel like one of our weaknesses is we don't really have very many post players that can play down there too.
So that means that you're getting more run. It means conditioning's important.
Yeah.
Right? Well, tell us a little bit about your freshman season and the games that you guys have played.
Oh, well, our JV season has gone pretty well as we're undefeated right now. Whether I'm on the court or off the court, it's love supporting our team. Practice, pretty good. And
what's one of your favorite memories of the year so far?
Walking after a nice varsity win against South O'Brien, and there's water all over the floor. Slip and slide.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And definitely warranted. What's one of your favorite foods?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going to have to say a baked potato.
Baked potato. Not a bad choice.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your time, and best of luck throughout the rest of your high school career. I'm sure
Thank
we'll
you.
talk to you plenty. So.
Yep.
Freshman.
Yep. RJ Career.
RJ, and you are a freshman guard, correct?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
Family of 5, my dad, Dan, my mom, Sarah, my sister, Sydney, my brother, Colt, and me, and 2 dogs.
And RJ, tell us a little bit about basketball season. I know you're involved in football as well, or cross country?
Football, yep.
Football, okay.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the basketball season here as a freshman, some of the things that you're having success with, and other things that you want to improve on.
It's been a lot. Not even about playing time. The family that I've made here. Sorry. Yeah,
those guys are distracting back there, aren't they? Just wait, their turn's coming. You can sit back there and distract them, right?
It's a big, the upperclassmen to watch out for you, the love you get. It's a lot.
Well, a lot of the guys have talked about chemistry. We've heard at the varsity level and now the JV level. That's just such a great culture to create and have going forward. So, one of your favorite memories that you have on the court itself this year, maybe on the JV side? Kind of a personal best game at all, or
practice count? When we won the varsity starter, Kyler Bork, and I was winning 4-1 at a point, and he came back and beat me to 5. Yeah.
Well, just continue to beat on him and
Yeah.
makes him better.
Yeah. I like talking.
You bet.
Get
What's
in
one
his
of your
head.
favorite foods, RJ?
Favorite foods? I think it depends on the season. More summer. Summer's ribs, but like all year round, I probably go with a nice burger.
I'll tell you, ribs is a good answer.
Yeah, that's
First
fair.
time we heard that. Well, thanks for your time, RJ, and
Yep.
best of luck over the next 3 years.
Yep. Thank you.
Next up is freshman
Sawyer Adodo.
Sawyer. Nice to have you on.
Thank you.
Freshman post player.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the basketball season so far for you.
I haven't played since like 4th grade, so I mean, a little rusty still, but I'm getting used to it.
Good for you. What made you want to come back out?
I don't know. I just, freshman year, you got to try stuff out, see if you like it or not, see if you want to continue doing it in the future.
That's awesome, and put something, put the best foot forward on it, and that's great. And I guess one of these things the guys have all talked about is the team chemistry. And can you kind of feel that close knit family within the program?
Yeah, I see these guys as my family. Just we all get along really well.
You bet. What's one of your favorite memories from the year?
Favorite memories? Probably when I saw one of our freshman teammates get their first dunk. That was really exciting.
That's awesome. Who was it?
Boston Calling.
Boston, you bet,
Yeah.
man. That's
Mhm.
awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I think you guys got a great freshman class. You can see it as we keep rolling you through here. So thanks for your time, and best of luck over the next 3 years.
Okay, thank you.
Next up is sophomore guard.
Freshman.
I'm sorry, freshman.
You're good.
I just talked about the freshman class. I still got quite a few guys to go through yet.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Sports, so
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Jacob Pick. I'm a freshman.
Tell us a little bit about your family, Jacob.
I have, there's my mom and dad, Jesse and Shelly. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister, Carson and Colin and Tori.
You bet. And what would you say, the basketball side of things, how has your season gone?
Oh, it's gone pretty good, yeah. I've seen a lot of improvement and things. I just need to keep working on my jump shot.
You bet. Would you say basketball is one of your favorite sports?
I couldn't say that. I would probably say football.
Football?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I know your brothers are great baseball players,
Oh,
too,
yeah.
so I thought maybe that was going to be
Oh,
your
no,
answer.
I don't enjoy it as much.
I guess, what's one of your favorite memories from the regular season so far?
I'm going to say probably just like hanging out with all the upperclassmen up in the locker room. It's a great vibe from MMCRU Royals.
Tell us a little bit about what the senior leadership has meant for you, Jacob.
They've showed us how things roll here. They've showed us a lot of new skills, push us every day. They're probably the reason why all of us are improving every day.
Yep, and I think at some point, that tide of the tournament, it helps having numbers as well. But,
Yeah.
You guys got a great group of guys from the senior class down to the freshman class.
Oh, yeah.
What's one of your favorite foods?
Oh, I got to say pizza.
Oh, that's a popular go.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time, Jacob.
Yep.
Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
On with the last couple here. Next up is freshman
Connor Gallus.
Connor. Nice to have you on, Connor. Tell us a little bit about your position that you play and maybe some of your accomplishments from this year.
I played guard. I didn't really do this much that year because I was hurt. I had a labral tear in my right shoulder. So I sat out half the year, but I'm happy to be back.
How's recovery going for the most part?
Pretty good. Get cleared in 2 weeks just to be done with everything and on the track.
Great. That's great to hear. It's a tough injury to go through as a freshman, so plenty of time to make up for it. Tell us a little bit about your family.
I'm in a household of 5. My dad and my mom, Jill and Nick, and then senior brother Noah Gallus, and then my little sister May, who's in 5th grade.
So one-on-one, can you beat Noah?
Oh, 100%.
Would he say the same thing?
Most definitely, but on a good day, he still won't beat me.
Oh, that's great. Another set of brothers on the team. That's great. One of your favorite memories for the guys this year so far?
There's a few. There's seeing my brother home court HMS getting his first 3-pointer, first varsity bucket of the year, and then just seeing him go out on the floor. And then, of course, beating South O'Brien and comparing ourselves to big schools like RSM, South O'Brien, and winning 62-51 on our home court.
You bet. And I can relate a little bit. My brother was a senior and I was a freshman. He got into a ball game and knocked down a shot, and it's a special feeling to see that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you on that. Thanks for your time. Best of luck for the next 3 years.
Thank you.
We are down to our last one, finally, and it is freshman
Eli Harpino.
Eli Harpino. Eli, you might be the next future cyclone from MMCRU. What do you think?
I don't know about that.
A lot of hard work, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your family, Eli.
My dad, Eric, my mom, Tara, and my two sisters, Taylor and Kylie.
And just tell us a little bit about the JV season. I know you've been getting a little bit of playing time there, and some of the things that maybe your expectations were for a freshman year, and some things that maybe you need to improve on too.
Yeah. Undefeated season, and just coming to games, giving my teammates opportunities to score and looking to defend them. And I'm looking for just to improve my scoring game and getting opportunities to score the ball.
Well, in regards to your family, too, you had Taylor was one of the guards on the state runner-up team, and now you got Kylie as a junior guard as well. You guys, the family's been given an awful lot to the basketball program. What are some of your goals for this program and yourself going forward?
I see myself and the team. We can definitely make a state run, and I think winning seasons is the goal there.
You bet. And I agree with you. You got the numbers. You got some supporting classes around you. Yeah. And then one of your favorite memories from this year?
My favorite memory is probably beating Ridgeview in triple overtime. It was a hard-fought game.
It takes some legs to get through that, doesn't it? Well, thanks for your time. Best of luck to you in the next 3 years. It'll be fun following you, Eli.
Thank you.
That was freshman guard Eli Harpino, and I think that wraps up the boys' basketball meet the team. And then we either have the wrestlers or the bowling squad coming up next. You're going to go with the bowling team? Yeah. Whoever would like to come. The bowlers want to come up next? And then we will run through the bowling squad here, MMCRU, Remsen St. Mary's bowling team. In just a minute here, we're going to have Coach Timmy Jones join us first because he's coming up. Coach, thanks for joining us. Go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit and tell us about yourself and the team.
Well, my name's Timmy Jones. I've been coaching for 4 years now with the team. Got a wife, 3 kids that work here at the school district. As far as the bowling team goes, had a great year so far. A lot of good scores being shot. And got a good chance both teams getting to state and some individuals going to state as well. So I'm excited to see how that goes.
When's the state qualifying meet?
The girls' district meet is on Monday, and then the boys are on Tuesday. Both of them are in Lamar's.
Okay, that's what I thought. I guess, is there anything else you'd like to add as far as the team goes, Coach?
We've had a lot of up and down this year, kind of wondering who was going to be varsity, who wasn't, how many were going to go out on the team. Usually we have a couple kids from Cherokee, and we haven't had any of them the last 2 years. A lot of them graduated a couple years ago. And so a lot of kids have really stepped out. We got a couple good freshmen that have stepped up this year to really help out. Some bowlers that have gone to state the last couple years individually that have really stepped up to lead the team are helping us do a lot of good things. So it's been great to see how they've grown over the year and how the scores have gotten better as we've gone on.
Well, as you mentioned, 4th year coaching already. It goes by quick. But thanks for your time and commitment to that and to running a great bowling program. The numbers always seem to be there, and kids love to be out for it. So I think
it's been a lot of fun, and seeing a lot of new kids come out each year. They seem to really enjoy it, and getting to know the kids has been a lot of fun.
That's great. Thanks for your time, Coach, and we'll run through your bowlers here.
All right.
And it looks like we're going to start with the boys first. Our first bowler is
Colby Penning.
Colby, go ahead and tell us a little bit about your family.
My mom is Casey and Amy Penning. I have a brother named Brody, sister named Bailey. Yeah.
And is bowling what other things are you involved with? Is bowling the only thing that you're out for, or is there some additional things as well?
I'm in golf and football.
Oh, good for you. Golf season's coming up.
Yep.
Tell us one of your favorite memories from the bowling season so far, and maybe one of your accomplishments.
Just bowling Bakers every week. I like doing that.
You bet.
Yeah.
Any big wins that you guys have had at all? Or?
When we played OABCIG, it came really close in the last Baker game, and we won that one.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for your contributions to the bowling program, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Next up we have
Carver Miller.
Carver. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a junior here at MMCRU, and I like to bowl.
Well, I also like to play football.
I
right?
do, and I do track too.
There you go, a starting lineman. Track's not too far off either.
It is not.
How long have you been out for bowling for?
Oh, since I was a freshman, but I've been bowling since I was probably the age of 4 to now. So.
What are some of your accomplishments so far, Carver?
Probably making it to state my sophomore year, and hopefully doing that again. And probably bowling a 300.
That's awesome. Have you hit one before?
I have.
How, just once?
Just once.
Right. Well, that's something. That's the same as a hole-in-one for a golfer.
Yep.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time. Best of luck the rest of the way, and good luck for at the state qualifying.
Yes.
meet next week.
Thank you.
Next up, we have
Caleb Gravenish.
in grade
Junior.
junior. All right, and tell us a little bit about your family.
My mom and dad are Chad and Monica Gravenish. I've got 2 sisters and 3 nephews.
Okay, and how long have you been on the bowling team for?
All 4 years, or all 3 years.
All 3 years. Okay. What are some of your personal accomplishments that you've had?
Making state freshman year as a team. That was fun.
You bet. Any goals that you have for yourself here to finish out this year or next year yet?
Hopefully make state again.
You bet. Well, I suppose that's a favorite. Oh, here's a personal question. What's your favorite food?
Probably have to go hot wings.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good guess or a good pick.
Yeah.
Taking that. Well, congratulations on your accomplishments so far, and best of luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
Next up, we have
Austin Klein.
Austin. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My parents are Kevin and Melanie. I have 2 brothers, Ethan and Owen.
What grade are you in, Austin?
I'm a junior.
Junior. And have you been with the bowling
Yep,
program
all
for
3 years, yep.
And what are some of your personal accomplishments?
Probably throwing the front 10 in a meet this year. I'm at 289. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What are maybe some of your goals going forward for the team as well?
Definitely make this stay as a team, and then I'm going to try for individuals too this year.
Okay. What's one of your favorite foods?
Favorite foods? I like orange chicken.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that answer yet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for your
Yep,
time.
thank you.
Best of luck the rest of the way.
Yep, thanks.
And last boys interview.
Kinnick Moaning.
Kinnick, thanks for joining us. Thanks for your time. What grade are you in, Kinnick?
I'm a freshman.
Freshman, so first year at the bowling program. How long have you been bowling in general?
Ever since I was like 3 or 4.
Okay. What are some of your accomplishments this year, and what are some goals that you've set for yourself going forward?
Throwing over a 400 series, and probably going forward making the state tournament.
That'd be a nice accomplishment to have, wouldn't it? What are some of your favorite things to do outside of bowling and school?
Hunting and fishing.
That's a good answer. And what's one of your favorite foods?
Pizza.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Kenny. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Let's just keep coming.
Yep.
Who do we have?
Mitch Rowland.
In what grade are you in?
Senior.
Senior. All right. bowling all 4 years?
Yep.
Yep. What are some of your accomplishments you've had over the last 4?
Probably being on varsity this year.
Well, I suppose you're no short of fun, right?
Yeah.
What's some of your goals? I know the season's almost over, but for next week in the state qualifying.
Just make it to state as a team. Yeah.
Say it again. You bet. What are some of your favorite hobbies?
Play video games, bowling.
Bowling. Bowling's your hobby too, right?
Yep.
Well, so when did you start bowling?
Probably was when I was in first grade.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Best of luck the rest of the way to you.
Thank you.
Got all the boys? All right, we're going to switch over to the girls team. And?
I'm Hannah Klein.
Hannah, thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about what grade you're in and your family.
I'm a senior at Remsen St. Mary's. My mom and dad are Kenny and Melissa Klein. I have an older sister named Haley and a younger brother named Hunter.
And how long have you been with the bowling program?
All 4 years.
All 4 years. Tell us a little bit about your personal accomplishments over that time.
Probably getting a 200 in the meet.
How many times has that happened?
Well, in a meet, only once.
Just once. Well, how long have you been personally bowling?
Since I was in second grade.
What made you want to go out for bowling in high school?
It's just something that I've always done my whole life, and my family has been a part of it for a while.
You bet. Just enjoy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's one of your favorite memories from this year?
Probably the rides in the Suburban.
You bet. Team chemistry, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations on a successful 4 years, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Next we have
Brianna Staub.
Brianna, thanks for joining us. What grade are you in?
I'm a junior at MMCRU High School.
And Brianna, tell us a little bit about your family.
I have an older brother. He graduated last year. And then my mom and dad, Jackie and Jesse Staub.
And how long have you been on the bowling team?
I've been bowling since my freshman year, but I've been bowling since I was probably like 5.
Okay. What are some of your accomplishments?
Bowling a 290 is one of my biggest ones.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a game.
Yeah.
Also out for?
I do softball and volleyball.
You bet, and certainly know you're from softball and covering that. So, well, best of luck the rest of the way in your junior year, and I'm sure we'll see you next year yet.
Thank you.
Are we down to the last two? Okay. Got 2 more bowlers. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Callie Arns. I'm a junior at Remsen St. Mary's.
Callie, tell us a little bit about your family.
My parents are Katie and Corey Arns, and I have 5 siblings.
Okay. And are you the oldest, youngest?
Oldest.
Oldest, okay. How long have you been with the bowling program?
This will be my 3rd year.
3rd year, okay. And what are some of your accomplishments?
Last year we got really close to making it to states. That was cool. We were 7 pins away. So, yeah.
Obviously a goal this year to try to get back to that, right?
Yep.
Are you involved in any other activities with the school as well?
I do golf.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And what is a favorite food?
Probably chicken Alfredo.
Oh, that's a good answer. Can't go wrong with pasta.
Nope.
Well, best of luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you.
We are last but certainly not least on the girls bowling team.
Aubrey Klein.
Aubrey, thanks for joining us. Tell us what grade you're in and about your family.
I'm a freshman at Remsen St. Mary's, and I have 2 younger sisters named Hadley and Berkeley, and my parents are Tim and Molly Klein.
What made you want to go out for bowling this year as a freshman?
I've been bowling all my life, so I guess and my dad kind of pushed me to do it, so.
Are you happy that you did?
Yeah, kind of.
What's one of your favorite memories from the season so far?
Probably riding back with the team and eating together after bowling meets.
Well, I guess we'll, if you continue to stay out, we'll see you in the upcoming years as well, but best of luck to you in the meantime.
Thank you.
That is the boys and girls bowling teams for MMCRU this year. Bowling team with Remsen St. Mary's. And next up, we're going to move forward with the MMCRU wrestling team, who's been sitting here for the better part of a half an hour over here in the peanut gallery. We're going to start with our coaches. We got head coach Nick Dreckman, and we were fortunate enough to have Nick join us as a halftime interview of Friday night's basketball game as well. But, Coach, you guys have districts coming up Saturday at Emmitsburg. Just give us a little bit of an overview of the first full season back for MMCRU wrestling and how it went and what some of the expectations are for Saturday.
Okay, great. No, the season so far has been phenomenal. Kids are working hard, doing great things in the room, doing great things out on the mat and competing as well. As for Saturday, we travel up to Emmitsburg. A lot of good teams up there. I think we're well prepared. Our conditioning is top notch compared to most of the teams, some of the teams we've seen this year. That I have confidence in. We're gonna have to wrestle well. A lot of good kids. And us being pretty young as a team in a whole, need to make sure we're ready to wrestle and ready to compete. So, and I think we're right there.
Well, and on the personal side, tell us a little bit about your family, and then once you do that, tell us a little bit about yourself as far as your involvement with the MMC program when you graduated, and what made you want to get the program back here to MMCRU.
Yep. Born and raised here in Marcus. I'm an alumni here at MMC. So long history here. I have 2 kids that attend school here at MMCRU as well. All my family lives around here. As for that, I was part of the I don't want to say the great tradition that we had here, but I was on some of those pretty decent years when we were very competitive as a team and as a squad. So, having that in the back of my mind, really want to bring that level back into our district now, and really see us, in the future getting that, hitting that mark. So, it's been kind of a phenomenal aspect to go with, and for me to just try to really bring back that tradition and that kind of atmosphere back into our district is really what I'm going for. I had a couple kids here last year, even the year before, really interested in having the wrestling program back here at Marcus, so it was just long, hard work to kind of do that. My involvement with the wrestling program is, I'm the president of our club board. We've done a huge thing there too. I mean, it's continued to build. We've taken that program from 30 kids to almost 50 plus. So I think total numbers from our K to 12th grade is roughly right around 80 to 85 kids within the wrestling program. So it's kind of phenomenal to see, start from almost nothing to continuing to keep building it. So,
well, in a few communities here that are very prideful, and I know that the wrestling program, a lot of pride, and a lot of people have respected it and absolutely followed it all the way along, even when it was with Cherokee the last couple of years. But I think it shows a lot of pride on your part and with these kids wanting to be the first ones to bring back to MMCRU and wrestle for the Royals. So certainly a great aspect of that.
And, I have a former wrestler of mine that he wanted to step in and kind of help out and continue that tradition and build through.
And I'm going to have you introduce him here in just a second whenever you'd like to do that. And we'll hit him up with some questions as well.
No, we can do that right now. I'm happy to introduce him. He's been a great addition to the wrestling, I'm going to say the family, the community, to continue to build and grow this. He's a tremendous advocate for wrestling in general. I love having him coaching next to me. He's done a great job this year. But I'd like to welcome Derek Erdman to the mic, I guess.
And here's assistant coach Derek Erdman, and Derek, go ahead and tell us a little bit about your role as the assistant coach here for the high school program first.
Yeah, so just kind of Nick's right-hand man, just making sure all the kids are in line every day. just making sure they're enjoying it too throughout the year. I know when I was there were some ups and downs, and I just want to make sure that they're having fun all the time and coaching them to the best of my ability as well.
Well, tell us a little bit about your personal life, Derek.
Yeah, born and raised in Marcus too. Whole family lives here, mom, dad, brothers, wife's from Marcus too. So went to Iowa State and then moved back here after college, and kind of talking to Nick and asked me if I'd be interested in helping him coach this year. So I said yeah, and I jumped on that. So it's been a lot of fun so far.
Well, not only do you guys have your hands full with just the wrestling program and getting this thing up and rolling for the high school, but you guys are also in charge of the middle school program. And so I guess I'll put that question back to you, Derek. Tell us a little bit about the middle school program and what you and Coach Strickman do for that as well.
Yeah, no, right now it's going pretty good. I think we got 12 kids out. A lot of them first years, even second years. They started last year, but it's a lot of fun. Hopefully seeing a lot of improvement with them already. And like I said, hopefully we just show a good example to them so they want to continue to come out and build our program up.
Well, and I think you two have been obviously being alumni of MMC and being involved with the wrestling program when you guys are the perfect pair to get this program off and rolling. And I think you're off to a very successful start. And hopefully see some of the fruits of the labor on Saturday. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to add before we jump into getting some of the wrestlers on?
I don't. I'm good. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the season.
You bet. And we, as Fuller Digital Solutions, will certainly be covering some more wrestling going forward as well. The Royals just won home meet this year, hoping to have a few more in the coming years, so we can get some wrestling on the air as well.
Perfect.
All right. Well, let's start running them through. I apologize for making you guys sit there so long.
Not a problem.
First up is
Max Pepper.
Max Pepper. Max, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
And tell us a little bit about your family.
I've got a mom and dad at home, Josh and Erica Pepper, and then a brother in college. He goes to Briarcliff. And then I've got a little sister in preschool.
And Cade, obviously, no brother Cade. He was a good basketball player.
Yep.
Covered him just a couple short years ago. What weight do you wrestle at?
132.
What are maybe some things that you've had success with this year and things that you're hoping to improve on?
Well, this is my first year wrestling, so definitely a learning curve, but I've gotten a lot better. Been more aggressive and stuff like that. I just had my first win not too long ago, first pin, so that was good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome, and that's something you won't forget.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you probably just answered the question, but what's one of your favorite memories from the year?
My first pin was definitely one of them. Yep.
Oh, that turned into a rhetorical question.
Yeah, but being with the team is good, and all the guys, wrestling and being in the wrestling room is good. Like this morning we had a morning practice, and getting up at 5 in the morning isn't fun, but at least we can do it with a bunch of friends and stuff.
You bet. Well, and I think you guys being the inaugural team, you're all in this together, and just a bunch of great examples you are. So congratulations on a successful season so far, and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
I should know, we didn't ask Coach Streckman, but I don't know that we have any seniors on the squad either. They do not, he said. So a younger squad that's going to return everybody next year. Next up for the Royals wrestling program is
Jeremy.
And Jeremy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I'm an exchange student from Germany. My host parents are Ken and Clay Levitt, and I have two brothers here.
And Jeremy, not only involved in wrestling, but also seen you on the football field this fall and had tremendous success there.
Yeah, it was a great season. I loved it.
You bet. What weight do you wrestle at?
I'm 215 in heavyweight.
Okay. And what made you want to go out for wrestling?
Just new experience, try some new stuff. I heard it's good for football. Wanted to meet some new people, experience some new stuff. Yeah.
And what are some of your highlights so far of it?
Probably that I got 3 wins or 4 wins, 2 pins of it. So probably the wins and the experience I gained, the new stuff, new technique, new friends, new people.
Yeah, really, especially as a lineman, the footwork and the kind of hand fighting. Absolutely. And tell us just a little bit about the team. I know you guys are a close-knit group, and I guess the team chemistry is probably fairly high.
It is a great team. I like everybody of them. It's a great team. It's a great community. We can count on each other. If you have problems, we can talk to each other. It's like a small family. I'm going to miss it. But it was a great time.
That's
I'm
awesome. Well,
always going to remember it.
You bet. We're so happy that you're here. Fortunate you're here, Jeremy. You're a great guy, and it's been fun following you this year.
Yeah, it's. I'm probably going to leave at mid-June. I'm going to enjoy my time here. I enjoyed it so far. I'm really going to miss it, but yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for your time and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
And these guys got some pretty sweet Royals wrestling hooded sweatshirts on, I see, too. Next
yeah, they're
up,
nice.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Garrett Bush.
Garrett.
I'm a junior here.
Junior. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My parents are Nathan and Jenny Bush, and I am one of eight children.
Garrett, what's your experience with wrestling? First season out, or have you had been out for a while? Or
It's my first season, and I joined halfway through.
okay, and I guess go ahead and give us your overview of everything so far.
I think it's been a lot of fun. Wrestling's a great sport. Definitely a good time after school and gets you in shape.
What are some things that you've had success with, and what are some things that you think you need to improve on?
I think I've had a lot of success with conditioning and getting better, because before I was really out of shape, and now I'm getting better.
Do you have a certain moment that sticks out as a favorite?
I think wrestling at our home meet was a good time. All the lights, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of energy.
Yeah, well, and as you mentioned, you talk about kind of prideful communities and pride in the wrestling program. That night we were at the whole meet, a packed house with a lot of support there, and I'm sure that was a great experience for you guys too. Anything else you'd like to add that you can think of?
Nope, not really.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for your time.
Yep,
Best
thank
of luck
you.
going forward. Next up, we have a sophomore.
Caben Olson.
Caben, tell us a little bit about your family.
My dad is Luke Olson and my mom is Cheyenne Olson. I've got 3 younger sisters, one in the grade below me, one in middle school, and one that was just born this year.
Caben, what weight do you wrestle at?
I wrestle 150.
And just knowing your dad really well and knowing he was involved with the MMCRU wrestling programs almost 20 years ago already, in those successful programs with Coach Streckman. How long have you been wrestling, and why did you want to go out for the wrestling team this year?
I've been wrestling for 3 years now. I wanted to go out this year to better myself and help the team grow and start up a little bit at the school here.
You bet. And what are some successes you've had, and what are some things you want to work on?
I've had a lot of success in practice getting better. I'd like to work on my conditioning a little bit. But
any favorite moments of the year that stick out, big wins?
Just the first win off the injury helped improve my confidence a little bit.
And how's the recovery from your injury?
Good. It's going well.
Good. Well, congratulations on a great first year, Caben, and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
Next up, we have
Carter Astidius.
There we go. Carter Astidius. Carter, what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. And what weight do you wrestle at?
215.
215. Tell us a little bit about your family.
So my mom's Carrie Astidius. My dad's Alejandro Astidius. I've got an older brother, a younger brother, and a sister.
And older brother Preston, he was on the basketball squad too. You and Max, you got the older brothers basketball players, and you guys are switching to wrestling.
Yep.
I guess if you get in a match at home over Christmas, we know who's going to win, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Go ahead and tell us some successes you've had this year, and some things that you want to improve on.
Oh yeah, definitely. This year I've had major improvements since last year, and actually didn't win a single varsity match last year, but this year
a pretty decent record in comparison. And one of my favorite moments that I've been here is definitely at our home meet, pinning the guy in front of everyone. That was just crazy, and it was a close match, so then when everybody just was cheering for me, it felt great.
Yeah, that's an awesome memory. That's awesome. Anything else that you'd like to add as far as what the expectations are for yourself and the program going forward?
Just try to improve every day, work as hard as possible, make sure I'm conditioned well. But yeah, just get better.
Conditioning sounds like a common answer. Don't let Coach Dreckman hear that. You guys might be working even harder in the practice room.
Yeah, he takes pride in our conditioning.
Well,
sure.
that's a good thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I'm sure it pays off for you.
Yep.
So, well, thanks for your time and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Next up is
Braden.
Braden.
Dunn.
Braden, what grade are you?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. Tell us a little bit about your family.
I got a mom and dad. Mom is Heather Dreckman, and my dad's Josh Dunn.
And siblings at all?
Yeah, I got one sister. She's in the military right now for the Navy, so it's pretty cool.
Well, I guess if you have a wrestling match at a holiday dinner, can you take her?
Yeah, I probably could.
She might not agree. What do you think?
Nah, she knows she couldn't take me.
Well, Braden, what are some successes you've had this year and some things that you want to work on?
Some successes I've had is definitely conditioning. I have a lot more conditioned than my opponents. And some other things to work on is just basic technique and eating. I'm wrestling heavyweight at 230 pounds, so they're a lot heavier than me. Kind of sucks sometimes.
Well, you don't have to worry about cutting any weight then, right?
Yeah, that's the nice thing.
You get to put it on. Yeah, that's the unique thing with wrestling. And depending on your situation, it's obviously going to dictate your habits. So, no, I think any favorite moments that really stick out to you so far this year?
So earlier in the year, my opponent from Alta Aurelia hurt my knee, and when I came back and wrestled him again, I pinned him. So that was pretty cool.
You get some revenge.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for your time. And I didn't ask what weight. Oh, you said heavyweight.
Heavyweight, yeah.
You answered the question without it even being asked. So, well, congratulations on a successful year. Best of luck going forward.
All right. Thank you very much.
That was Braden Dunn. Royals heavyweight. Few more. Here comes a familiar face.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Mason Carver.
Mason, what grade are you?
I'm a sophomore.
What weight do you wrestle?
157.
157. And tell us a little bit about your family.
My parents are Joel and Rhonda Carver. We've got two younger brothers. Nolan is in 8th grade or junior high. And then Tyson, he's a 6th grader now.
And once again, wrestling in the blood there as well. Joel wrestled for MMC back in the day, and now you're following in Dad's footsteps, which is great to see. Tell us a little bit about some successes you've had this year and some things that you want to work on.
I won a few matches here and there. I got a tough weight class, majority seniors, but hoping to work on getting my record a little bit better than it is, and I don't know, just keep moving.
And you wrestled last year as a freshman as well, right?
Yep.
And what were maybe some improvements you had from last year to this year?
I was more in shape this year than last year. I'm varsity now. Last year wasn't.
Taking a step forward. And,
yep.
How about any favorite moments that you had this season?
Probably beating Western Christian. It was pretty fun in Sioux Center.
Yeah, they're a little bigger school, and you guys.
Yeah.
I heard you got a victory over them last week or 2 weeks ago up there, which is
Yep.
awesome. So, yeah. Anything else as far as you'd like to add on it, Mason? I know that, like I said, no seniors on the squad for the most part. It's just you guys a fairly sizable sophomore class, and some of the guys there too. you've been one of the mainstays as far as being out. Maybe what are some leadership attributes that you need to bring, or do you feel like that's necessary?
I think we could try to get more people out. Just be a leader and, I don't know, help people out if they're struggling.
You bet. You bet. Well, best of luck to you going forward and on Saturday, and hopefully we can see some Royals have some success up at Emmitsburg.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Mason Carver joining us. We're down to just the last couple here, I think. Next up, we have
Brennan Ball.
Brennan. What grade are you?
I'm a freshman.
Freshman. What weight do you wrestle?
190.
190. And tell us a little bit about your family.
My mom and dad are Christy and Jason Ball, and I have 2 older sisters. One just got out of college, and one is a senior.
And I think she was Allison that was recognized as senior night
Yep.
last week. You bet. Is first season wrestling for you?
This is my third. I've wrestled since 7th grade year.
Awesome. Okay. And so, did you wrestle for the middle school program?
Yeah, over at Cherokee.
Okay. What are some successes you're seeing this year, and some things that you want to work on?
I've had a couple pins in JV matches, and then I really need to work on my shots.
You bet. Any favorite highlight or moment that you had this year?
Probably just our home meet, just finally getting the program back and having a lot of support because we had a good turnout for that.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. I think you guys, like I said earlier, I think you guys take a lot of pride in having it back, and you can just see that. So congratulations on a successful season, and I'm sure we'll see you over the next couple of years here as well.
Yep, thank you.
You bet. Next up, we have
Aaron Lecce.
Aaron. And Lecce, if you're a Lecce, you got to wrestle, right?
Yep.
This program has produced so many wrestlers with the last name Lecce. You just fall right in line, Aaron.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what grade you're in and what weight you wrestle.
I'm a 126 wrestler. I'm in 9th grade. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, Shannon Lecce is my mom. Ryan Lecce is my dad, and I got 3 sisters and 1 brother.
Okay. And how long have you been out for wrestling, Aaron?
About 6 years.
6 years, a lot of experience there then. What's maybe something that surprised you as far as wrestling varsity in high school this year?
Well, you got to put in the work and stuff, and it's tougher, that's for sure.
Any moments that really stuck out to you personally this year?
Definitely my first win. It built up my confidence.
You bet. Anything you want to work on specifically going forward?
Definitely going for better shots and stuff, yeah.
Well, here's a personal. What's your favorite food?
Hamburgers.
If you're a 126-pounder, you get to eat hamburgers all season long?
Yep.
Well, that's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, thanks for joining us, Aaron. Best of luck going forward.
Yep.
At the Royals 126-pounder, Aaron Lecce. And down to just our last couple wrestlers. These guys got out of school early, and came in just for this, and they're sticking around. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Parker Glassmaker.
Parker, what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore here.
What weight are you wrestling?
Wrestling 144.
144. Parker, how many years have you wrestled?
I've wrestled my whole life.
Okay. And, well, before I forget, tell us a little bit about your family.
Mom, Dad, Nikki, and Jake Glassmaker. You know, we live in Meriden.
Mm-hmm.
And got my sister, Kinsey. She's a 8th grader now. So.
Well, just tell us a little bit about yourself, Parker, as far as on the wrestling side of things from your freshman year to your sophomore year.
Yeah, it's been a huge jump from freshman to sophomore. Didn't win a lot of matches last year. Was at Cherokee. Wasn't confident, in myself and wrestling abilities, at Cherokee as much. Now, better coaching staff, better teammates. We're a team. And wrestling room, been hitting it a lot. Working my technique, and now I'm a more developed wrestler.
And certainly a bright couple of years in front of you here, too. Any certain moments that stick out or a certain highlight in the season so far for you?
Yeah, I pinned Cade Bowers from Sioux Center, and he was like a top-ranked kid in 2A, so that's pretty big.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Had it been a great feeling.
Yeah, just want to get more of it now.
You bet. Well, and, hey, the ceiling is obviously pretty high, and you just got to get the consistency there. And as you get older, I'm sure that'll come.
Yeah, 100%.
So congratulations on a great year. It's fun. I followed you from the football season as well and started to see a little more play time. You do a great job, and it's going to be fun following you the next couple of years.
Thank you.
That, Parker Glassmaker. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And last, and certainly not least, another sophomore. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Gage Johnson.
Gage.
Sophomore, 138.
138.
Sure.
So the Royals wrestling program shuts Gage Johnson out at 138 and Parker Glassmaker at 144. I'd say you guys got the middle of the lineup locked down. What do you think?
Yes, sir. I agree.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
My dad is Chris Johnson. My mom's Jamie Johnson. I have an older brother, Gunnar, and a younger sister, Gabby.
Well, and once again, an older brother that was a basketball player. So if you guys start tussling at the holiday table, who wins?
Oh, it's always me, of course.
We'll see what Gunnar says, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about, I know, Gage, you've been involved with the program for multiple years now. Just like I asked Parker, what's that step from the freshman to the sophomore year been for you? What are maybe some successes you've seen and some challenges that you've had?
It's been a lot different. Last year, we had leaders on the team with Cherokee, They had a lot more upperclassmen, but this year, you kind of got to take the leadership, knowing what to do, and being experienced with the other guys not as experienced, and being our first year as a program. But
you bet. And I can just sense between you and Parker, you have that, and even Mason a little bit. I think you guys, you sophomores, have really taken it upon yourselves to, one, you have numbers, but also bring a little bit of a leadership role, which as a sophomore isn't always easy to do. But talk a little bit about the team chemistry, too. I know you guys, seems like you're a pretty tight-knit group.
Yeah, wrestling is definitely a sport where it's a brotherhood, and we're all together as a team. But, sometimes we get hard-headed and go over each other and get a little heated, but that's how wrestling is.
Yeah, I was going to say that's just part of it, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, once again, had a great time following you on the football field this fall, and we're certainly going to be following your wrestling successes going forward. Thanks for the time today, and best of luck going forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
That's sophomore Gage Johnson, and that our last interview here on the Meet the Team. We have the MMCRU boys basketball squad, the bowling teams, and the MMCRU Royals wrestlers that will be competing Saturday in Emmitsburg. We will try to get a Meet the Team postseason edition with the girls basketball team who's unable to do that today. Thank you for your time in joining us. And this is Tim Holmes for Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE